You made a schedule, a good one, realistic, color-coded maybe, and by 10 a.m. it was already falling apart. Not because you're bad at homeschooling, because a schedule was the wrong tool. A schedule tells you what time it is. A rhythm tells you what comes next. Those are completely different things. And once you understand the difference, your homeschool days change. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why strict schedules fail for homeschool families and what to do instead. It's not another schedule. It's a rhythm. And there's a specific, important difference between the two. A schedule is a clock-based contract. Math at 9 o'clock means math starts at 9 o'clock, not 9:10, not after the slow morning, not after the meltdown at breakfast that ran long. A schedule assumes your day will cooperate, and the problem is, your day almost never does. A strict schedule assumes that everyone wakes up settled and ready, that lessons take exactly as long as you planned, and that nothing unexpected will arrive before noon. None of those things are reliably true in a real home, especially not in a homeschool home. When your schedule breaks, and it will because that's what real life does, you're left with an impossible choice: push through and feel frantic, or let it go and feel like you're falling behind. Neither option feels good, and neither is the problem. The problem is the tool. When the schedule breaks, the problem isn't you. The problem is that you had a schedule at all. Because a homeschool home is not a school, and a school-style schedule was not built for your life. A rhythm is different from a schedule in the same way a tide is different from a fairy timetable. The tide doesn't run late. It doesn't break when the morning is hard. It has a shape, a pattern, a predictable movement that everyone else can organize around. That's what your homeschool needs, not a timetable, a tide. Here's the difference, simply. A schedule is clock-based. It breaks when life interrupts. A rhythm is order-based. It bends when life interrupts. Your child doesn't need to know what time it is. They need to know what comes next. That's the only thing that gives a child the sense of safety and predictability that makes learning possible. A rhythm-based day doesn't start at a time. It starts after an anchor, after breakfast, not at 9 a.m., after a snack and some movement, not at 10:30. When we feel done, not when the clock says stop. The day has a shape. It doesn't have a start time that real life can violate. Not math is at 9. Yes, math is what we do first. Predictability without rigidity. That is what rhythm gives you. And it gives your child something even more valuable, a day they can feel coming, rather than a day that's constantly asking them to start over. The 3-block rhythm I teach is called the Calm Homeschool Method. If you've seen my other video, the Calm Homeschool Method Explained, you've seen this before. This is the deeper version of why it works. 3 blocks, no clock times, just an order. And the beauty of it is that the shape of the day becomes predictable without any of the parts having to be rigid. The cornerstone block is first, right after breakfast, when attention is freshest. Language arts and math, the most important work when your child has the most to give it. 90 minutes, no more, one subject at a time. No switching until the block is done, and then done. It doesn't run until 11:30 because the clock said to stop. It ends when the block is finished. The curiosity block comes after a break, a snack, some movement, sometimes a few minutes outside. Science, history, art, projects, whatever subject feels lighter and more exploratory. This block can stretch or shrink without breaking the day. If a nature walk runs long, the curiosity block absorbed it. Nothing is derailed. The clarity block ends the day intentionally. 5 to 10 minutes. Tidy the space. Name one thing that went well. Prepare tomorrow's first task. Then say the line, "School is done." Not when everything is finished. Done because it's time to be done. This is the block most parents skip, and it's the one that makes the next morning possible. 3 blocks, no clock times, just an order. Cornerstone after breakfast, curiosity after a break, clarity before the day ends. The day has a shape. Your child knows what comes next. And when something unexpected arrives, an appointment, a hard morning, a child who needs more time, the shape bends. It doesn't break. Because there was never a 9:45 that got violated. There was only what comes next. Here's why this works at a deeper level. Children's nervous systems are not clocks. They're rhythms. A child who knows what comes next, not what time it is, but what happens after breakfast, carries a low level of safety throughout the day. That safety is what makes learning possible. Anxiety about what comes next is one of the primary things that blocks attention and triggers resistance. 3 things happen when you switch from a schedule to a rhythm. Fewer transitions, deeper focus inside each block. The child who settles into math doesn't have to abandon it because the clock moved. Predictable shape. Lower anxiety across the whole day. The child knows what comes next without needing to be told. Clear ending. Motivation to begin. When school ends on purpose every day, the brain learns that starting is worth it. A schedule requires enforcement. You have to hold it against the resistance of real life. A rhythm is self-enforcing. The pattern itself becomes the signal. After enough mornings, your child knows that after breakfast comes school. Not because you told them this morning, because that's what mornings are. You stopped managing the clock. The rhythm does it for you. I want to be honest with you about something. A rhythm doesn't eliminate hard mornings. Nothing does. Some days, the cornerstone block falls apart before it starts. Some days, your child needs connection before curriculum. Some days, everyone needs a different kind of day. That's not the rhythm failing. That's the rhythm doing exactly what it was designed to do, bending instead of breaking. For those days, the ones when even the rhythm doesn't hold, I made a free 1-page guide called the 10-Minute Rough Day Reset. It's a step-by-step reset for right now. what to do when the day has already gone sideways, how to stop the spiral, and how to find the simplest next step forward. Grab it in the description or scan the QR code. It's free. It works best when you have it before you need it. You don't need a strict schedule. You need a shape your day can relax into. 3 blocks, an order, anchors instead of clocks. A calm day is not a perfect day. It's a structured, flexible, human day. You can cover core academics in less time than you think, if you build the right rhythm. A schedule serves the clock. A rhythm serves the child. Build the one that serves your child. Now that you understand the difference between a schedule and a rhythm, and why the 3-block shape works, the next question is, what does a full rhythm-based day actually look like from morning to done? I made a whole video showing exactly that. It's called the Daily Rhythm That Changes Everything, and it walks through a real day inside the Calm Homeschool Method. What happens in each block, how long each one runs, and what the transitions actually feel like. That's on your screen right now. New video every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern. I'll be in the comments. Come say hi.